Dark clouds loomed over the spectacular cityscape of Singapore as first practice got underway at the Marina Bay Street Circuit. All eyes have been on Ferrari following the departure of chairman Luca de Montezemolo, but Fernando Alonso was more than happy to let his driving do the talking.
He would have been fastest, but Rosberg's just done a quicker lap at the same time. So we're getting the times down. He's a tenth slower.
And having won the last 3 races in Singapore, world champion Sebastian Vettel used his knowledge of the track to set the fastest time of the first session.
Fastest time there by Vettel, by the way. Quite a big chunk, 50.4.
But then Rosberg completely blew away Vettel's time by over 1.2 seconds. However, Hamilton was again on a mission to get one over his Mercedes teammate.
149.1, so he wasn't quite as quick in the final sector as Hamilton, and in the end it's only 27 thousandths of a second difference.
And then with half an hour to go, Alonso leapt to the top of the time charts. So good news for Ferrari as Alonso finished fastest in first practice, ahead of Mercedes duo Hamilton and Rosberg.
A short debrief about the weekend.
Well, obviously me and Sebastian had a altercation. Trying to make a move, trying to make a punchy move to remind him I was there, and didn't exactly go to plan. Yeah, just wanted to remind him I was there because it seemed like at the pit stop phases he didn't really want to know me. Didn't think to let me through, even though now I've also been told that he was told to let me through, which makes it maybe even worse. But yeah, I just try to make a punchy move to remind him I was there. Maybe put him off a little bit, and well, of course it didn't really work out. Lost the back end of the DRS, moving left to right. Yeah, just poor judgment. I know I've let myself down in the Drivers' Championship. I know I've let the team down as well in the Constructors, and I can assure you it won't be happening again. I'm fully focused on going back out there, getting the lead back of the championship, and hopefully if I can do that, in turn the Constructors will follow. As for Sebastian, well, I guess that's up to you then. I'm not too sure, but I don't think I'll be helping him out anytime soon. But I'm sure he's still rather angry with me. But yeah, I do apologise for my actions, and I am fully ready to go to Singapore, go for the rest of the season, and take back the championship.
So yeah, roll on Singapore.
What's going on, guys? Over here today, bringing my F1 2014 100% race ultra modded career mode. We're back with episode 33 of the overall career mode series, here for round 14 at the Singapore Grand Prix. And as you just saw, there's been a bit of a discussion, and we've come to agreement at Red Bull. For now, the bridges have been mended, sort of. And we're just gonna, me and Vettel are gonna kind of go our separate ways. We're gonna not try to crash into each other, and I think then we can move forward. So yeah, we're here at Singapore. You just saw the story of practice as well. and we're here, 22nd place as always. There's a 16% chance of rain here at Singapore, which is a bit odd, but we'll see how that goes. I'm going to guess that's not really going to be too much of an issue. 16%, it might not even come during this 100% race. Very long race, the longest race on the calendar, in fact, at Singapore. So this is going to be a very long episode, as you can already tell by the time of the episode. So plenty of action coming up ahead in the Singapore Grand Prix. We're going to go through our setup here, and the livery today is going to be the Dazzle Cam, but with a bit of colour splashed on it. So if you look a bit closer, it is the Dazzle Cam, but it's just got the Red Bull colours on it. So sort of like a merge between the two, the old livery and the new one they're running at testing, and one they might, I don't know, they might be running it for the new season ahead. I'm not too sure. That'd be quite cool. I think it looks pretty nice. So yeah, enough jibber jabber of that sort of stuff, and we're going to the grid now for the Singapore Grand Prix. Long Grand Prix ahead of us, but let's go, as I said at the beginning of the video, to try and get the championship lead. So this is going to be a very difficult race today. We've got the longest Grand Prix on the calendar. Here we are, 22nd place on the grid of Singapore. 5 red lights, and we are off. And the fireworks absolutely blind me as we go off on 5 red lights, going towards that turn 1. Let's see how many positions we get in the first lap. Here we go, down to turn 1. Maybe trying down the inside, round the outside, maybe Ericsson. But no, he's parked his car there very nicely on the middle of the track for us. Thank you very much, Ericsson. So we're going to go try and go down the inside of him up to 21st place, 19th place now. 2 positions in one little corner there. The Caterham getting caught on my tyre there a little bit on the right-hander. And now trying to go through Maldonado, but he's really parked on the apex in 19th place there. We're down to 20th as one of the back markers came up on the left-hand side. So now going down the long back straight and 20th place. Let's try and see if we can get him. Maldonado looks like he's having an issue with another car. There's been a bit of contact there, and 3 cars have gone out there, and we're up to 17th place. 3 cars gone out in one corner. That is the realistic damage mod for you. 3 cars. Looks like a bit of a domino effect. I think both the Lotuses kind of rear-ended each other when they hit one of the Marussias, which must have been Chilton because Bianchi's in front of us. So 3 cars gone out there. So we're up to 17th place now, trying to chase down Bianchi and the Marussia up ahead in 16th place. He's done well for himself to get up there. Kobayashi behind me in the Caterham. We've got Perez in front of Bianchi, I think that is, in the Force India. And then I can really tell the next car is Verne. Going down the inside of Bianchi though, and we're touching tyres a little bit. Really didn't have the space to actually make that move, but I'd already committed halfway through the corner. But now here we go down this back straight. Let's try and get Bianchi maybe under braking, down to the braking zone, into second gear on the right hander, squeeze him out, hit the apex. Lovely stuff. And we're up to 16th place now, chasing down Sergio Perez. Who's next? No, it's Gutierrez. My mistake. I saw the Mexican flag and assumed it was Perez, but it's actually Gutierrez the whole time. So Gutierrez now trying to maybe get him. Can we go down the inside? Oh, that's very close. Very nice stuff. Up to 15th. Very close to Verne there. Was right up his gearbox, and looks like Gutierrez has now been squeezed out. An absolute treat as he's gone down like 3 positions there. And now we're behind Verne and a whole train of gaggle of cars, and they're all going very, very slowly through these corners. They're all braking for one another. Very awkward indeed. But here we go onto the main straight now, on the pit straight. Here we go, trying to overtake Verne in the slipstream, get the slipstream of Magnussen. Can we maybe get Kevin into turn 1? We're going to try and squeeze out Verne. Oh my god, Verne, Jesus. Verne like a rocket has overtaken me and Magnussen. Safety car. What on earth? That is very unexpected. A safety car has been deployed, but let's rewind a bit. Verne, what an absolute tank. He overtook me and then went round the outside of Magnussen on the inside on the right-hander into turn 2. What an absolute tank. Never seen the AI car being that aggressive there, trying to overtake me and another AI in the same corner. So, yeah, the safety car is in this lap now. We cut ahead. 2 laps have gone on the safety car period, which is the period on this game. The safety car only stays out for 2 laps, thankfully, not like real life where it maybe stays up for like 5 billion laps. And so now here on the end of lap 4, the safety car is in green flag situation. Obviously the lead car is kind of controlling the pace, and here we go. Looks like he's bolted now as we're coming through to time to accelerate through this last corner. There we go. Now we can accelerate through. Game lets us accelerate. We're in 14th place at the moment, chasing down Magnussen for 13th place. I thought I would have had him before the safety car deploys, but Vern obviously put a bit of a thorn in our situation there. So here we go on lap 5, trying to chase down Magnussen. Maybe we can try and get him on the back straight. Obviously, I can't remember. I don't think DRS should be activated straight after the safety car. At least it's not in real life. I'm not too sure about the game. I think in the game it might also do that as well. Yeah, okay, thankfully the game is also realistic in that way. Definitely the DRS is only activated 2 laps after the restart of the race, even if it's a safety car restart. So here we go, Vern going very slowly in Apex, and we've taken him for 13th place. Very unexpected move. Magnussen's overtaken him, and then annoyingly the AI just kind of slows down the Apex, and Vern really didn't defend very much from me, so we're able to overtake him. So now we've cut onto the end of lap 5, and we're on the back of Magnussen. He's in 12th place. He's trying to overtake another car in front of him, I think. I can't really tell who or which car that is. But we're on to the pit straight now, and we're trying to close in. It looks like he's trying to make a move down the inside, but he's going very slowly, and we overtake Magnussen with such ease, and that is, well, if anything, just frustrating for me to watch. Just Magnussen not putting up much of a fight. The AI seemingly going very slowly through that first corner, unfortunately, and even with my AI mod, that does make them a bit more aggressive. Still here at Singapore, they're just letting me through really on that first turn, annoyingly. But here we go on to lap 6 with DRS, trying to make a move onto it. It should be very easy with DRS, and we have made it for 11th place with DRS. Really no point trying to defend with DRS. You just get so much more speed, especially here at Singapore when it's such a big downforce circuit. The DRS really does work effectively to really reduce that drag on the straight. But yeah, we're up to 11th place. Unfortunately, although as I was saying, a few of those moves were really a bit too easy and a bit too annoying for my liking in terms of the AI not really defending, but you know what can you do really? I've tried my best to mod it. But now let's turn our attention up ahead to the corner here on lap 9. 3 cars going very slowly on the apex there. Hulkenberg, Perez, and I think another Toro Rosso going to make a move down the inside of Hulkenberg. Very late stuff, very close stuff, wheel-to-wheel action. And we're up to 10th place on Hulkenberg, and it looks like up ahead Perez and another Toro Rosso, I want to say, battling out ahead. So 3 cars very slow on that apex beforehand, and now we've closed up to all of them. So now we're chasing down Perez onto lap 10. He's going very slowly in the first corner, but we just couldn't get him around the outside there, and that is a Toro Rosso ahead of him, so that must be Kvyat then, because we're already taking Vern. And now we're chasing down Perez. Hopefully we can get DRS. We are within 1 second, I believe. Definitely within 1 second there. We can see his name tag as well. Here we go. Opening the DRS. Actually, wait, no. It looks like I've forgotten to open the DRS. And only now do we open the DRS. And we've overtaken Perez now on the slipstream pretty much. But yeah, very strange. I think I forgot to open DRS there. Or I was trying to, and it just wouldn't open until like halfway down the straight. But we overtook him nonetheless. So it looks like we had the speed anyway with the Red Bull. To overtake Perez just with slipstream. The slipstream really is powerful in this game this year. It really is a big factor for when you're trying to overtake a car, to get in the slipstream, really stay right behind him. And so now here we're on to lap 11, chasing down to Kvyat, and looky, who is behind us? It's none other than Sebastian Vettel. I do not know how he's got behind us though. That's a bit strange, but he is behind us nonetheless, and we're chasing down Kvyat, trying to get ahead of him. And Vettel is only 3.1 behind us, so that is going to be very interesting if Kvyat's going to hold me up enough that Vettel comes up behind me, or if we both overtake Kvyat and then maybe he has better pace than me. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Let's see. Let's just keep an eye on that, and we'll see how that progresses. But here, let's concentrate back onto ahead of us, and we're behind Daniel, and he's in the Toro Rosso. He's not going to be as fast as us, and hopefully we can get him on this pit straight down the straight with just the speed of the Red Bull. Here we go with DRS as well. Surely we'll get him in the slipstream. Here we go. Move to the right-hand side of the track, and we've got him. He's broken really early there. And we're up to 8th place now. Alonso is winning the race at the moment. Very surprising indeed. Fernando Alonso in the Ferrari winning the race. That is good for me, because obviously Hamilton's winning the championship at the moment. He's leading the championship at the moment, I should say. So Alonso winning the race at the moment is going to be very good for me for the championship points. And we come on to lap 13 now. Massa is 3 seconds ahead of me. Vettel is 3.6 behind me. We're in 7th place at the moment, and I swear, did we just jump from 8th to 7th by doing nothing? We must have. I think someone may have crashed out then, because we just jumped to position from 8th to 7th. I think we definitely did that. So I think someone must have crashed out then, because we're up to 7th place now. Okay, so I'm not too sure who that was. They may have crashed or may have pit. I'm not too sure. but we've just jumped up to 7th place now. So now we're cutting later on to the Grand Prix. 15 laps gone, and Hamilton set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, 1:42. My fastest lap is 1:43.8, so we're going much slower than Hamilton at the moment on pace. But obviously our tyres are getting quite worn now, getting towards the end of the stint. But here we go with DRS, trying to get the slipstream on Felipe Massa. Can we maybe overtake him for 6th place? Here we go, round the outside from very far back. And again, we've overtaken him very easily, overtaken another AI very easily into the first corner. And they're just making it too easy for me, really, on the first corner. They really need to, I mean, I'm pretty sure Cody's don't watch my videos, but they really need to improve that, man, for the next game. That is just very annoying. They're going so slowly in the first corner. It's just not enjoyable to race if they just make it so easy on the first turn. And I'm not exactly just going to, you know, on purpose just wait for them to go through the first corner, then try and overtake them. That would just be a bit silly, but yeah, very annoying. But here, anyway, getting back to the action, lap 19, we come to the pits now, onto a second set of option tyres now. We were behind Button when we came to the pits now, but look, awesome stuff there from my crew. We're ahead of Button now in the pit stops. Great stuff from my crew to make a fast enough pit stop to beat the McLarens there. And we've overtaken Button in the pits, so very thankful to the team there. They made my life a bit easier by we've been able to overtake one position. Didn't even have to do anything, we just let the pit crew do their thing. So now we've gone to lap 19, we're in 7th place at the moment. Perez in 6th, Button behind us now in 8th place, and we should be getting some more positions as people are in the pits, as you can see by the mini-map. Here we go, coming through the pit straight. How many positions will we gain? P5, I think that is going to be it, P5, so very nicely done stuff. Up to P5, Raikkonen ahead of us, Alonso 3rd at the moment. Hamilton is now in 3rd now, I was going to say 1st, but now cutting on to lap 31. Been quite some time since the last lap, and now Hamilton is in 3rd place, so I'm assuming he maybe pit, because he was in 1st place on lap 19. So on lap 31 he is now 3rd. Massa is behind me in 5th. I'm going to guess then that means Alonso is in 1st maybe. I'm not too sure. We're going to have to maybe see when the graphic tells us. But we're right behind Hamilton. I think he may be on prime tyres. I'm trying to look on my tiny little monitor preview, and I think he may be on prime tyres. So his stint might be coming to the end of it in the next like 10 laps or so. So his tyres maybe be going off a little bit. So now we're up to 3rd place because Vettel has pit. So Vettel must have been 2nd because Alonso's 1st. So Vettel must have been 2nd. So Vettel is now behind us in 4th. So again, as I said before, keep your eye on it. That might be a bit interesting. And me and Vettel have to do battle again. And remember, we have to keep it 100% clean with him now. The team is on the last straw with me. But here we come to lap 35 now. We're behind Hamilton and Alonso. So we closed up to him with DRS, and surely we were out of sync some sort of way with the pit stops here, but we're going to try and overtake them anyway. Here we go. Hamilton goes around the outside of Alonso. Alonso going very slowly in the apex. He's on the prime tyres, so I think he may have just pit, and we're going to try and go down the inside of Alonso. And here we go, wheel to wheel, side by side, through that corner. Very tight stuff, but we've got it for 2nd place. Hamilton up into 1st now after overtaking Alonso previously down our back straight. So now I think it's going to be a straight fight between me and Hamilton now. I'm assuming he has to pit. I definitely have to pit as well. So really we just have to do our best we can. Maybe try and overtake him before we make our pit stop, and maybe try and make his life difficult. Let's try and see. And we're going to cut later on to lap 36. Our tyres are going a little bit off, and it's time to pit now for the prime tyres. The yellow wall tyres, the soft tyres here. The super softs are the options, the red wall tyre. Here we go, into the pits now. From 2nd place, we'll go down a few positions, obviously. Here we go, into the pit stops. And we're going to the yellow wall, there we go. And it's a 3.7, pretty standard stuff. We're down to 3rd place now. Alonso up to 2nd, Hamilton still 1st. Vettel, is he going to come through? I can see the yellow dot on my mini-map. I think Vettel might just come through. Let's see. Here we go. Hurry up, hurry. Oh my god, this pit lane is so long. Here we go. Down the pit exit there. And Vettel has got us. This is disaster. Vettel has got us. So that means we have to overtake him now. I told you guys, keep your eye on it. And now we're going to have to do it. This can be very awkward indeed. We have to try and overtake Vettel. We're going to have to make it as clean as possible. 100% no contact here. Come on, let's go. Here on lap 37, we're going to push on. We have to overtake Vettel now to get on towards Alonso and Hamilton, who are seemingly miles ahead at this point, unless I'm pretty sure they all have to make a pit stop. Otherwise, I don't know where they've gained all this time on me. But here we go, on to the end of lap 37. We're on the back of Vettel. He's on the prime tyres right now, so he must be definitely on the end of his stint for the primes, because he's not going to take those to the end, because I know he just pit. So he's coming to the end of his stint. So he'll be on older tyres. Here we go with DRS. Slipstream, can we just get him? Make it easy. Here we go around the outside. We've got Vettel really broke early there. Maybe kind of sensing that, you know, I was coming with fresh tyres. He understood he was on old tyres. Maybe not put up a fight. Maybe he's kind of taken a bit of kindness to me and also cooperated in making it 100% clean. I'm not too sure. Or maybe it's just the AI, again, being a bit slow through turn 1. But we've overtaken him there for 3rd place. Nice stuff. And thankfully, no contact. So here we cut onto lap 42. We're in 2nd place somehow. I'm not too sure how that's happened. But as we go... Oh my god, safety car has been deployed. So that might explain it. Hamilton in 1st. I'm 2nd. Vettel 3rd. Safety car's just been deployed. We did get into 2nd place, as I just said. I was about to say that I'm not too sure what's happened. Maybe Alonso's pit. But now I'm thinking with the safety car deployed, Jesus Christ, the safety car! My God, the safety car nearly took us out of the race there. Nearly forced us into a wall. So let's get back to what I was saying. Yeah, now I'm thinking the safety car's been deployed, so I'm guessing maybe Alonso crashed out, or maybe blocked the track a little bit, causing the safety car, because we got into 2nd place somehow, as we cut on to lap 42, and obviously... You know, it's either going to be a pit stop from Alonso or the safety car kind of explains it maybe. So I think Alonso may have had a crash here, which can easily happen here at Singapore. Very tight circuit. We've seen lots of crashes in the real-life Grand Prix here at Singapore. So here we go. Safety car in this lap. Kobayashi, get out the damn way, please. And here we go. Hamilton taking it very slow as he does the restart now. Here, Hamilton has bolted quite well there. He's done a really good... Look at him, just shot off into the distance there, Hamilton. He's made a really good restart there on safety car. 1.2 already ahead of me. That's a wonderful restart from Hamilton there. And so now we're going to the end, remember, from lap 46. So now we're going to just try and chase down Hamilton here. I'm not too sure. I don't know what he's doing on the pit stops, but I'm definitely going to the end. So that's the only thing I know for certain. That's the only thing that's constant here. I'm going to go to the end. We've got to try and overtake him here. Here we go. We're not in 1 second yet, but I don't think the DRS will be activated yet. But here we go. Try and overtake Hamilton maybe to the 1st corner. He's going very slow. We've touched tides. I'm going to have to let him go there. Didn't want to get a penalty by making contact there, and we have to let him go. But coming through now to the main back straight, are we going to get DRS? I'm not too sure. Vettel in 3rd at the moment. It'd be absolutely great if maybe me and both Vettel could overtake him for a 1-2. But we'll get onto that later. Here we go with DRS. Can we get Hamilton down to the braking zone? Here we go. I think we're a bit too far though, unfortunately. Yes, we are. We're going to have to stick behind him now. And we're going to have to follow him through this next sector. Unfortunately, just didn't have enough speed with the DRS there. But we're right up his gearbox. And surely we should be able to overtake him in the next few laps. Let's try and stick with him as we cut later on to the lap at the end of it. Here we go under the tunnel. Really nice section here. Right up his gearbox. We're right there. We're basically just touching him. But we're basically there. Here we go. Trying to overtake him. We get a really good exit off that corner. And oh my god. What an anticlimax that was. Hamilton is pit, and we've got 1st place in the Singapore Grand Prix. I'm very excited about that, but wow, what a freaking anticlimax. Hamilton, just come on, Hamilton, but work with me here. We were building up to a really nice overtake there, and you just decide to pit. So that was a really big anticlimax there. But we've got 1st place in the Singapore Grand Prix. Vettel is in 2nd place now. And it's going to be looking like a 1-2 at the moment, unless Vettel can be overtaken. But right now, cutting on to lap 55, as you can see, we've gone to a different camera. I thought, you know, we were leading the race pretty much for the next few laps. So I thought, you know, we'd change to heat cam so you can see my nice helmet, which will be a bit more relevant towards the end of the video. You'll see what I'm talking about. But you can also see the livery there as well, the dazzle cam colour. And we're just really extending the gap. We're 12 seconds ahead of Vettel now in 1st place at the moment. Hamilton pit. This is wonderful stuff at the moment. Hamilton is at least 4th or down, so that's going to be great for the championship. We can get right back in it, hopefully. Massa 3rd at the moment. It's at the fastest sector of the Grand Prix so far on that lap there. Vettel in 2nd is going to be a 1-2 for Red Bull. Hopefully we can go to the end, and that will be wonders for constructors. But yeah, just going through here on the T-cam, you can see the lovely dazzle cam. Really does have a nice shine to it here in Singapore under the floodlights here. But yeah, we're just trying to extend the gap. It's now 13.3, so we're really pulling the gap now, Vettel, and pushing out our pace, flexing our muscles here. And now we're going to cut later on into the Grand Prix. And as you can see, the 16% of rain that was on our monitor at the beginning of the race has come to rue here on lap 60 of the Singapore Grand Prix. I'm still in first, thankfully. Vettel in second. Now Hamilton is up to third, so we won't get as many points over him if we stay in first. But I say if we stay in first, because at the moment we need to get back to the pits and get onto the intermediate tyres. As you can see, it is definitely not time for the dry tyres. And I know we've only got one lap left, but it's not worth risking it. As you can see, I've got literally no control of the car. Definitely time for intermediate tyres. So for one lap, you know, safety first. Here we go into the pits now for the intermediate tyres. And I'm assuming all the other cars will follow suit because it is just far too wet now for the dry option tyres. So here we go with the intermediate green wall tyres, the treaded tyres. And here we go, going down the pit lane now. 3.7 stop, pretty standard stuff. But what is this? Vettel has stayed out, so we are in second place at the moment. We have got one lap to catch Vettel and re-overtake him for first place, but he is on the dry tyres crucially. So here's the question, can we do it? I think I will literally make an absolute fool of myself if I can't catch him here, so we really need to get the power down. Here we go. It is absolutely pouring down. There's no way Vettel can stay in the lead of this race and get the win. It will still be a 1-2 for Red Bull, it looks like here, because Hamilton is in third. I'm in second at the moment, but here we go. We're closing down on Vettel, and I think this will be it for the race lead. And Vettel, maybe he was thinking inside his cockpit, I might just get the win, but nope. Thank you very much, Vettel. Another clean move on Vettel, and we've overtaken him, re-overtaken him for first place there. We've got the win back. Vettel is just going to have to settle for second place. Hopefully he gets second, and hopefully he doesn't fall behind Hamilton. And here we go, on to the end of lap 61. It's been a long 2-hour Grand Prix recording session, but here we go for the win of the Singapore Grand Prix. We have conquered the streets of Singapore here, 61 laps, 2-hour Grand Prix, and we have won the Singapore Grand Prix. 25 points in the bag, that is going to be very good for the championship. Vettel in second. We have done justice for ourselves versus Monza. We have got a 1-2 for Red Bull. I'm pretty sure Christian Horner will be very happy with that. And I think we'll be having another talk. And he might be congratulating me, hopefully. He is hoping. And he is hoping we've also mended all those bridges with that win. 1-2 for Red Bull, 25 points. Hamilton comes third place. So we'll only get, 10 points on him in the championship. But 10 points is still 10 points. And we'll slowly pull him in, hopefully, over the next few races. We go to the end of this season. Massa gets 4th, really nice for him. Magnussen up in 5th, that's really good for him. And there you go, Alonso not in the top 10, so I'm pretty sure he was the one who caused that safety car at the end. But yeah, winning the Singapore Grand Prix, great stuff. Vettel in second, so that should mean we close in on the constructors. We won't re-overtake Mercedes in the constructors just yet, but I think we should be able to get them in the next 2-3 races. And I'm pretty sure if we just really try and nail the Drivers' Championship, then the constructors sort of has to follow suit, because if we just get the points, Vettel will get the points as well, and we can just try and get them in the constructors. So it'd be really great to take both by the end of the season. But here we go on the Drivers' Championship. You can see we've closed up on Hamilton. He's on 240. I'm 218, so still got a bit of a gap to close down, but I'm pretty sure we can do it over the next few races, hopefully. And Vettel there, 171 there, Rosberg 160, and so hopefully we'll have to close on Mercedes and constructors. Button in 5th place in the championship, Hulkenberg 6th, Alonso only in 7th, very poor season for him, you must say. And also for Raikkonen, Magnussen 9th and 10th there. And also Bottas, really, 11th place for Bottas in the Williams, which is meant to be a pretty good car. Bottas down in 11th, very poor for him. But yeah, we're second place still, so we haven't got the championship lead like we maybe wanted to, but it was literally impossible to do it this race. But we will slowly and surely try and get them. Well, we'll try our best, you know, we'll try our best. We've got a few tracks coming up that may not be my favourite, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, there's constructors as well. We're second place at the moment. Mercedes on the big 400 at the moment. We're on 389, so hopefully we can get them next time. If you guys did enjoy the episode, then do leave a like. Comment below on what you thought. That was a great race. Really good win. Comment below on what you thought. Like again if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new around here for weekly F1 content just like that. I've been aarava. That was an absolutely awesome episode. But finally, guys, before I go, I just want to say one final thing. If you guys follow me on Twitter, you'll know I am a Rooster Teeth fan, a huge Rooster Teeth fan. And sadly, at the beginning of this week, one of their beloved animators, Monty Ohm, hugely beloved animator in the whole animation sector on the internet, really well known animator, and sadly Monty passed away at the beginning of the week, and it was a huge shock to everyone in the Rooster Teeth community and myself as well. I was very surprised at how shocked I was, and really I wanted to pay some sort of tribute. So this whole race, the livery I ran on the side pod was a quote from Monty that said, "Keep moving forward," which I think is a absolutely great mantra, and it's become infamous with him in the last week. And as well as the livery, I've also honoured him by running a Ruby helmet. Ruby is a program he created completely, and I've made a Ruby themed helmet with a design on it. So I've just wanted to honour him in that way, and I just want to make the final words of this video. We, the Rooster Teeth family, really miss you, Monty, and I just want to say rest easy, buddy. Rest easy.